Good afternoon, all of you. Good afternoon, students. I hope all of you completed the homework problems and uploaded the homework problems. I have told every day your internal mark is based on your homework problems only. Still, some students are not giving importance for the homework problems and they are not uploading. So you please give importance for the homework problems and upload the homework problems in Learnity. If you have any doubt in the homework problems, please tell me. Otherwise, we'll go to the. Okay, Ganesh. Thank you. Good afternoon and thank you. So, Nagarjuna, last before some question number. Can you? Good afternoon, Harish, Balaji. Just a minute, I will take the sum. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, that is cosecant inverse of x. If y is equal to cosecant inverse of x, I think this is the question. If y is equal to cosecant inverse of x greater than 1, then prove that then show that or prove that x into x square minus 1 d square y by dx square. I think this is a question, am I right? Plus 2x square minus 1 into dy by dx equal to 0. Are you okay? You want this question only? Okay, you want the third sum, huh? Okay, what is my third sum? Using mathematical induction. Using mathematical induction, using mathematical induction, prove that my differentiation of d by dx of x power n equal to n into x power n minus 1 for all positive integers. Okay, so look at that. What is my mathematical induction? Our mathematical induction is, first of all, let p of n choose this. This is, we are going to prove that you choose this as p of n. That is my mathematical induction, step 1. Okay, d by dx of x power n is equal to n into x power n minus 1. Am I right? This question only? Nagarjuna, this question only. Okay, Kirtana Lakshmi, you want fifth sum. Okay, we will discuss. So now look at that. You take using mathematical induction. Mathematical induction means you please first of all try let this d by dx of x power n into x power equal to n into x power n minus 1 is p of n. Now put n is equal to 1. What is my p? If I am putting n is equal to 1, what is my d by dx? My d by dx of x equal to, look at that. Here also you put n is equal to 1 x power 1 minus 1. What is the answer? It is x power 0. X power 0 is 1. My right hand side is 1. What about my left hand side? Look at that. My left hand side d by dx of x is 1. My right hand side is also 1. This is true. Are you clear? When my n is equal to 1, left hand side d by dx of that x. That is d by dx of that x. Okay. The differentiation of x is 1 only. So therefore, this is 1 equal to right hand side 1 into x power 1 applying n is equal to 1. Here also 1, here also 1. So therefore, 1 into x power 1 minus 1, it is 0. X power 0 is 1. So therefore, 1 equal to 1. Are you clear? I understand. This is true. So therefore, my p of 1 is true. Therefore, my p of 1 is true. Okay, that means the meaning is p of 1 is true means the value or the given expression is true for 1. Expression is true for n is equal to 1. That is the meaning. That is p of 1 is true. Okay, now the second step is assume that this expression, this result, assume my p of k is true. Assume that p of k is true. What is p of k? My d by dx of x power k is equal to k into x power k minus 1. This is my p of k. Look at that. This is my p of n. This is my p of n. Okay. So p of k means here also replace k, here also replace k, replace k. So therefore, this is true. We are assuming. I'm not proving. I'm assuming p of k is true. Up to. I'm proving p of 1 is true. And I'm assuming p of k is true. This is a mathematical induction. Okay, this is a procedure. Now come to that to prove. My p of k plus 1 is true. P of k plus 1 is true. That is, we are going to prove that. What is my p of k plus 1? My p of k plus 1 is nothing but d by dx of x power k plus 1 equal to k plus 1 into x power k plus 1 minus 1. What is the answer I am getting? So this is k plus 1 into x power k. Are you clear? This is, I am going to prove that. Okay, now come to the left hand side. What is my left hand side? D by dx of x power k plus 1. Okay, so how to prove this? So come to the left hand side. This is my left hand side. What is my left hand side? D by dx of x power k plus 1. So now look at that. This is nothing but d by dx of x power k into x. I am writing this is x power k into x. Now apply UV formula. What is my UV formula? You just take it as this is u, this is v. Okay, then apply UV formula, that is product rule, d by dx of x power k into x plus x power k into d by dx of x. I'm just applying UV formula, u dash v. Look at that, this is my u dash v and plus u v dash. Okay, then what is answer? This is, we know that, look at that, d by dx of x power k. Look at that, here I have some value. This is assumed one. D by dx of x power k is, this is k into x power k minus 1 into x plus this is x power k into my d by dx of x. X differentiation is 1. With respect to x, my x differentiation is 1. Therefore, this is 1. Now look at that. This is also x power k. X power k minus 1 into x power 1, that is x power k. This is also x power k. This is also x power k. You take x power k commonly, you will get k plus 1 times of this x power k. Are you clear? Are you understand? K plus 1 times of x power k. We get the right hand side. This is my left hand side. This is my right hand side. I am taking my left hand side and proving the right hand side. K plus 1 times of x power k. Okay. So it is very simple. This term x power k plus 1 writing in two terms, x power k into x. Okay. And x power k into x means, and this is first one, I'm going to apply UV formula. This is u dash v plus uv dash. Okay. And after applying UV formula, I'm simplifying that. I'm getting k plus 1 into x power k. Are you clear? Are you understand? Right. So therefore, which implies this is equal to my RHS. My LHS equal to RHS, which implies what is the meaning? My P of k plus 1 is true. Okay. So by mathematical induction, okay. So therefore, the result is the result. What is the result? R P of n is true for all n. By mathematical induction, I am proving that. For all n means n is a positive integers. Okay. Any doubt? Harish, look at that. Here x power k is there, Harish. Harish, here x power k minus 1 into x power 1. If the base is same, x power k minus 1 into x. If the base is same, we can add the pass. If you add the pass, k minus 1 plus 1, it will become k, x power k, Harish. Okay. I'm sorry, Harish, that is Karunya. Karunya, are you okay? I'm sorry, Harish. Karunya, are you okay? Yes. Okay. Harish, you want fifth sum? So this is by mathematical induction we have proved. Okay. What about the fifth sum? Differentiate. Sine inverse of 2 power x plus 1 into 3 power x divided by 1 plus 36 power x with respect to x. Okay, how to differentiate this? here I'm going to apply some substitutions. Okay, what substitutions are? Which substitution is suitable for here? I'm going to apply some substitutions. Right. So look at that. First of all, you take this as y because only differentiation is given. Differentiate the function sine inverse of 2 power x plus 1 into 3 power x whole divided by this is 1 plus 36 power x. Okay, so look at that. This can be written as my sine inverse of 2 power x into 2 into 3 power x. Look at the numerator. I'm writing 2 power x plus 1 can be written as 2 power x, 2 power 1 into 3 power x, 1 plus this is 36 power x. Okay, so this is 36 power x. I can write it as 6 square power x. Can I write like that? My 36 is 6 square power x. So therefore, look at that. This is I'm writing as sine inverse of this is 2 into this is 2 power x, 3 power x can be written as 6 power x. Please try to understand. I am keeping this 2 as it is. This is 2 power x into 3 power x. 2 into 3, 6 power x. Okay, divided by 1 plus. Okay, this can be written as 6 power x the whole square. Are you right? So I am just first of all simplifying the term. Are you clear? Okay, the numerator also 6 power x, denominator also 6 power x. Okay, so now what I'm going to do that, let my 6 power x is tan theta. Y, sir, you please let us see my y is equal to sine inverse of 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. Are you clear? 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. What is 2 tan theta by 1 plus tan square theta? Do you know the formula? 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. What is the formula for this? I am just applying my 6 power x is tan theta. 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan theta the whole square. That is tan square theta. So this is nothing but sine 2 theta. My sine 2 theta formula is, please note that my sine 2 theta formula is 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. Are you clear? Are you understand? Yeah, very good. Right, now this can be written as only 2 theta. We know that sine inverse of sine x is x. So therefore sine inverse of sine 2 theta is only 2 theta. Okay, but the question is differentiate with respect to x, but here there is no x. That means we convert this theta into x. Convert this theta into x. How, sir? Look at that. So my 6 power x is equal to tan theta. Then what is my theta? My theta is equal to tan inverse of 6 power x. Look at that. This is my tan inverse of 6 power x equal to theta. Are you okay? So substitute that. Therefore, my y is equal to 2 tan inverse of 6 power x. Okay. Now differentiate. How to differentiate this? This is your y. Now differentiate with respect to y, sorry, x. Differentiate y with respect to x. This is my dy by dx. This is 2 tan inverse. What is tan inverse of x differentiation? My tan inverse of x differentiation is 1 by 1 plus x square. Here in place of x, I have 6 power x. 1 by 1 plus 6 power x the whole square. Okay. But you have to differentiate this 6 power x. 1 by 1 plus x square and differentiate this 6 power x. Yesterday only we have discussed a power x. Y is equal to a power x. Then what is our dy by dx? A base is a constant, power is a variable. A power x means a power x log a. This is the differentiation. So then what is my 6 power x differentiation? So this is 2 divided by 1 plus, okay, here this is I'm writing as like that 6 square power x. I'm interchanging the power because these two are in multiplication only, okay. And what is my d by dx of this 6 power x? That means a power x. So therefore 6 power x into log 6. Am I right? Are you clear? So therefore, now look at that. This is 2 into 6 power x divided by 1 plus 6 square power x into log 6. So this is nothing but 2 into 2 power x into 3 power x. My 6 is 2 power x into 3 power x. 1 plus this is nothing but my 6 square is 36 into log 6. Okay, see that. So this is 2 power x plus 1. 2 power x plus 1. This is 2 power x into 2 power 1 and into 3 power x whole divided by 1 plus 36 power x into log 6. Are you clear? Are you okay? So this is our given one. Look at that here. My sine inverse of 2 power x plus 1 into 3 power x divided by 1 plus 36 power x is the given. This is our x. So that x, this function into log 6 is our dy by dx. Are you clear? Any doubt? You please ask your doubts. I will if you have any doubt, I will explain one more time. Very good, Harish. If you have any doubt, you please ask your doubts. I will explain one more time. Are you okay? Are you understand? Tenth side means this is mathematical induction. Ganesh, you are asking this. So first of all, you take that whatever we are going to prove that, okay. So whatever we are going to prove that, take this as P of n. That is a mathematical induction procedure. We are going to prove this result is true for every n, positive integer n. So therefore, you can take it as this result is P of n. Apply n is equal to 1. That means apply 1 here, apply 1 here, apply 1 here, apply 1 here. Both the sides I am getting the same answer. This side is also d by dx of x is 1. This side is 1 into x power 1 minus 1, that is x power 0. My x power 0 is 1. Anything power 0 is 1. So therefore, left hand side, right hand side, both I am getting 1. So since both the sides are 1, my P of 1 is true. That means the meaning is the given expression is true for n is equal to 1. That is the meaning. Okay, right. Now you can assume that the same result is true for k. In place of n, you have to take it as k. So therefore, the same result is true for k. Right. Then to prove P of k plus 1 is true. Right. So apply P of k plus 1 is true. That means to prove k plus 1, that means we are going to prove this one. Okay, in place of n, you just substitute k plus 1. That's all. K plus 1, x power k plus 1 minus 1. That is x power k. So I'm taking the left hand side and proving the right hand side. So that means my P of k plus 1 is also true. Since P of k plus 1 is true, the result is true for every n. Are you okay, Ganesh? Right? Yeah, if you finished means we'll go to the next one. Yes, come to the next problem. Using the fact of sin A plus B is equal to sin A cos B plus cos A sin B and differentiation, obtain the sum formula for cosine. So sin of A plus B formula is given. Okay, using this formula and differentiation, right? So we have to obtain the formula for cos of A plus B, right? That means differentiating on both sides with respect to x. You keep it, your A is a variable and B is a constant. Okay. So please look at that. This is given question number 20. This is given sin of A plus B equal to sin A cos B plus cos A sin B, right? So using differentiation, find the formula for cos of A plus B. So here let us consider. So let us consider A is the variable and B is the constant, and B as constant. Okay, now differentiate A with respect to x, because A is the variable. Okay, therefore I am differentiating the variable A with respect to x. So here sin of A plus B, my sin of A plus B means this is my cos of A plus B. Sin differentiation is cos, and again you have to differentiate this. Okay, here my A is the variable, this variable only I am differentiating with respect to x, my dA by dx, like dy by dx. If y is given, we are writing the differentiation of y is dy by dx. Like if A is given, my differentiation of A is dA by dx plus. This B differentiation is 0. Why? Why I am writing the differentiation of A is dA by dx, differentiation of B is 0. Why? Because my B is a constant. I am assuming that B is a constant, and I am assuming that my A is a variable. Okay, equal to right hand side. Come to that, this is constant. This is constant and this is constant. You differentiate only this way, sin A and cos A. Differentiate, what happened? My sin A differentiation is cos A. Okay, right? Into dA by dx. You differentiate that A also. That is important. You differentiate that A also. Sin A differentiation is cos A and differentiation of this A is dA by dx. My cos B is constant plus my cos A differentiation is minus sin A dA by dx into my sin B is constant. Okay, so therefore this is equal to, now look at that, and here this is dA by dx of cos of A plus B. Okay, this is, look at that, here also dA by dx, here also dA by dx. Take dA by dx commonly. What is the answer? This is cos A cos B. This is minus sin A sin B. This is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Okay, so therefore now you cancel this dA by dx both the sides. Okay, so therefore cos of A plus B equal to cos of A plus B is equal to cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Are you okay? Are you clear? This is the formula, cos A plus B formula. Okay. Are you clear? Are you understand? Shall we move to the next? Any doubt? Dear students, if you have any doubt, you please. Nagarjuna, you can consider there are two terms, A and B. We have to consider any one. You can consider A is a variable and B is a constant, or B is a variable as A is a constant, then only we can get the formula. If you are considering both are variables, I will get dA by dx and dB by dx. It is not at all possible to derive the formula. If you want to derive the formula, you consider one is constant, one is variable. If you are assuming both are constants, means both the side we will get the differentiation is 0. If you are assuming both are variable, means here this differentiation is dA by dx, this differentiation is dV by dx. Okay, so sometimes it is cancelling, sometimes it is not cancelling. It is not possible to derive this formula. The question is derive the formula of cos A plus B. For deriving, you have to consider one is in these two, one is as a variable, one is a constant. Then only we can get the formula. Are you clear? Are you okay, Pa? Nagarjuna. Right. So we will go to that. Very good. We'll go to the next problem. What is the next problem? See the next problem. Does there exist a function which is continuous everywhere? There exists a function. Does there exist a function which is continuous everywhere? But not differentiable at exactly 2 points. Not differentiable at exactly 2 points. Justify your answer. Okay, so first of all, let's look at that. I am taking the function like that, modulus of x minus 1 plus modulus of x minus 2. So look at that, we know that modulus function is always continuous. But this function is not differentiable at x is equal to 1. This function is not differentiable at x is equal to 2. So we have already discussed my f of x is equal to modulus x. Then my modulus x is continuous. But this is not differentiable at x is equal to 0. Similarly, my f of x is equal to x minus 1, modulus of x minus 1. This is continuous everywhere. That means continuous at every point, but not differentiable at x is equal to 1. Okay, similarly, this is separately not differentiable, but continuous but not differentiable at x equal to 1. This is continuous but not differentiable at x is equal to 2. So therefore, the entire function is continuous but not differentiable at x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 2. Are you clear? I understand. Right, how to prove that? The proof is easy for you. If you want, I will prove it. Otherwise, I left to you. Modulus x is continuous. This modulus x is continuous. The sum of two continuous function is always continuous. Sum of two continuous function is always continuous. Therefore, this is continuous everywhere. That is a question. Which is continuous everywhere? Which is continuous at all the points, but not differentiable at exactly 2 points. This function separately not differentiable. This function separately not differentiable at x equal to 1. This function and not differentiable at separately at x is equal to 2. Okay. So therefore, the sum of these two functions are not differentiable at x is equal to 1 and 2. Right. So I left to you. You please verify that. Okay. And look at that. The next problem, question number 22. What is my differentiation of the determinant function? My determinant is f of x, g of x, h of x. Okay, what is it? This is L, M, N. This is A, B, C. Then prove that. My dy by dx is nothing but here f dash of x, here g dash of x, here h dash of x, and this is L, M, N. This is A, B, C. Okay. Are you okay? Are you clear? So first of all, come to that. And what is given one? My solution, my given y is equal to f of x, g of x, h of x. This is my L, M, N. This is my A, B, C. Look at that. My L, M, N are constants. My A, B, C are constants. My f of x, g of x, h of x are the variables. Okay. Now we expand the determinant first. Expand the determinant first. My f of x into, what is that determinant? This is plus minus plus. How to expand the determinant? Plus minus plus f of x into, you leave this column and leave this row and multiply this. This is mc minus nb. This is mc minus nb minus g of x into, okay, this is lc minus na plus h of x into, this is LB, this is LB minus AM. Okay, so now differentiate this. What is the differentiation? Now look at that, my M, C, N, B, everything is a constant. This is the constant. Okay, I understand. This is my constant. My f of x differentiation is f dash of x. This is MC minus NB. Okay, now this is my G dash of x. Okay, so therefore LC minus NA. This is my H dash of x. This is LB minus AM. Are you clear? Are you understand? So first of all, I am expanding this determinant. After that, differentiating. Okay. Now I am going to write this statement in determinant form. Now I am going to write this statement in determinant form. Okay. How to write it in determinant form? How to write it in determinant form? So look at that here. This is in determinant form. I am expanding the determinant. Here f of x is there. Here g of x is there. Here h of x is there. Okay. But look at that. This is a determinant. This determinant expansion. Okay. So, what is the difference between these two terms? For these two terms, nothing different. Only here f of x is there. Here f dash of x. Here g of x is there. Here g dash of x. Here h of x is there. Here h dash of x. So therefore, this can be written in determinant form as my first row as f dash of x, g dash of x, h dash of x. Look at that. This determinant expansion is this. What is the meaning that this is my first row, f of x, g of x, h of x. Like that, here what is that? My f dash of x, g dash of x, h dash of x is my first row, and LMN is the second row, ABC is the third row. Okay, so therefore, the answer is my dy by dx is nothing but this is my f dash of x and g dash of x and h dash of x. This is L, M, N. This is my ABC. Are you clear? Are you understand? Are you okay? Any doubt? If you have any doubt, you please ask your doubts. Are you okay? If you have no doubt means we'll move to the next. Okay. Now look at the last question in our miscellaneous. If y is equal to e power a cos inverse of x minus 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1, show that one minus x square d square by dx square minus x into dy by dx minus a square y equal to 0. Okay, y is equal to e power a cos inverse of x minus 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1. Show that 1 minus x square d square by dx square minus x dy by dx minus a square y is equal to 0. How to prove this? Any idea? Any doubt? If you have any doubt, you please ask your doubts. Students, any doubt? Okay, how to prove this? First of all, take your y is equal to e power a cos inverse of x. Differentiate with respect to x. Okay, what is the differentiation of with respect to x? That is dy by dx. Okay, my dy by dx is e power a cos inverse of x. That is e power a cos inverse of x. And dy by dx of this cos inverse. A cos inverse. dy by dx of a cos inverse of x. D by dx of a cos inverse of x. That means, what is the e power x differentiation? E power x differentiation is e power ax and differentiation of that ax. Here a cos inverse of x is there. We have to differentiate that a cos inverse of x. Okay. So now look at that. My dy by dx is yeah. Karunya, your answer, your question is correct. Power is a function of x. We have to take the logarithm differentiation. We have to go for the logarithm differentiation. This is except for e. So because we have a differentiation formula for e power x. What is a derivative of e power x? That is e power x. We know the formula. You know the formula. E power x differentiation is e power x. So the base is other than e, any other constant or any other variable is the base and power is a variable. Okay, then go for logarithmic differentiation. That logarithmic differentiation is except for this e power x. Okay, Karun. Okay, Karunya. Okay, so therefore we have a formula for this. That's why we are not going for logarithm. If you take a logarithm, that logarithm and the base e, it will be 1. You will get only a cos inverse only. Okay, right. So now look at that. What is the differentiation of this a cos inverse of x? So therefore dy by dx is equal to, now look at that. This is my y. Please try to understand, this is my y. Y is equal to e power a cos inverse of x. You just substitute that y. You just substitute that y again. Y into, okay, what is my a cos inverse of x differentiation? A into, my cos inverse of x differentiation is minus 1 divided by root over 1 minus x square. Okay, my cos inverse of x differentiation is minus 1 divided by, what is my cos inverse of x differentiation? My cos inverse of x differentiation is minus 1 divided by root over 1 minus x square, right? So therefore this is minus ay divided by root over 1 minus x square. Is it okay? Right, now I need, here I got dy by dx. I need d square by dx square also. Then only I can prove this result. So I am going for the second derivative. But before going to the second derivative, look at that, my denominator is a x function is there. Okay, you bring this function to the left hand side. Why, sir? Why you can't differentiate as it is? Because if you differentiate both the sides again, the left hand side is d square by dx square. But right hand side, I am going to apply that u by v formula, quotient rule. But here, if I'm bringing this root over 1 minus x square here, I wish to only apply the UV formula, product rule. So my product rule is better than the quotient rule. If you differentiate as it is both the sides, here you have to apply quotient rule, u by v rule, u dash v minus uv dash by v square. But you bring this term to the left hand side, okay, and then differentiate means here you have to apply only product rule, not quotient rule. Okay, product rule is better than the quotient rule. It is simple than the quotient rule. That's why I'm bringing this term to the left hand side. See here I will get a into d, a into y only. Okay, are you clear? So now differentiate on both sides. Differentiate on both sides. With respect to x. What is the left hand side differentiation? Look at that, my left hand side is, this is root over 1 minus x square into dy by dx. I am going to apply uv formula. This is going to take it as u. This is going to take it as v. Okay. Now apply that. So this is, I am going to differentiate u dash. What is my u dash differentiation? My u dash differentiation is 1 by 2. Actually here the power is half. Here the power is half. 1 minus x square, the whole power half. What is the differentiation for 1 minus x square, the whole power half? Half of 1 minus x square power half minus 1 into you differentiate this function. My 1 minus x square differentiation is 1 differentiation is 0 and my x square differentiation is 2x. So please try to understand how I am differentiating the root function. Okay, this differentiation root over 1 minus x square, this is u dash, this is where v as it is, dy by dx plus my root over 1 minus x square u as it is into my second function v differentiation is d square y by dx square equal to, what is my right hand side differentiation? My right hand side is only a minus a. Y differentiation, look at that, my y differentiation is nothing but dy by dx. Please try to understand, please try to each and every term carefully. Are you okay? Are you clear? So now come to that, now simplify. So here look at that, this 2 and this 2 I can cancel it, right? So now this is half minus 1, that is minus half. This becomes 1 minus x square power plus half. Here minus half is there. You bring it to the denominator, the power is plus half. But here what is there? 2 cancel, but my minus x is there. So therefore minus x into dy by dx. Okay, plus this is root over 1 minus x square d square y by dx square. Okay, and this is minus a into dy by dx. Okay, right. Now come to that. I'm just simplifying this. You write this is the first term, d square y by dx square term. That is root over 1 minus x square d square y by dx square. And this is dy by dx term. What is that dy by dx term? So minus x divided by, this is nothing but root over 1 minus x square, the 1 minus x square, root over 1 minus x square. The power is half, means that is root 2, the root of 1 minus x square into this dy by dx. Okay, and bring this term to the left hand side, minus becomes plus a into dy by dx. Are you okay? Are you clear? Right. So now come to the answer. This is, I have to prove that 1 minus x square d square by dx square. But here root over 1 minus x square d square by dx square is there. Okay, so here the power is half. 1 minus x square, the whole power 1 by 2 is there. Power is half. But here the power is 1. 1 minus x square, the whole power 1. Okay, so therefore I am going to multiply all the term, multiply by root over 1 minus x square. Multiply all the term by my root over 1 minus x square. What happened? So here root of 1 minus x square into root of 1 minus x square becomes 1 minus x square into d square by dx square. Are you okay? I am multiplying this term by root over 1 minus x square. Therefore, it will become, already one root over 1 minus x square is there. Again, we are multiplying by root over 1 minus x square. It will become 1 minus x square d square by dx square. Here, minus x into this root over 1 minus x square and multiplying root over 1 minus x square get cancelled. I will get only x minus x into dy by dx. Okay, here multiply by root over 1 minus x square, a into root over 1 minus x square dy by dx. Right answer also multiply by root over 1 minus x square, 0 into root over 1 minus x square is 0. Okay, now compare the answer. What is my first term? 1 minus x square d square by dx square. Here 1 minus x square d square by dx square. My first term is okay. Come to the second term, minus x into dy by dx. Here also minus x into dy by dx. My second term is also okay, right? Come to the third term. What is my third term? Minus a square y. But here something different. I am not getting minus a square. Okay, I am not getting y. Here minus a square y, but here some root over 1 minus x square is there, dy by dx is there. Then what to do, sir? So now come to that, this answer. This is, take it as your equation number 1. What is that? Your root over 1 minus x square dy by dx is minus ay. So therefore, in place of this root over 1 minus x square dy by dx, you just substitute or replace this term by minus ay. You just substitute this term by minus ay. So therefore, I'm getting 1 minus x square d square y by dx square, okay, minus x into dy by dx. This is plus a into, this is actually minus ay by equation number 1. See the equation number 1? Okay. See the equation number 1? My root over 1 minus x square dy by dx is nothing but minus ay. Now simplify, you will get the answer. Are you clear? Are you understand? Any doubt? Students, if you have any doubt, you please ask your doubts. Ganesh, are you okay? Nagarjuna? Okay, very good, Nagarjuna. Ganesh. You please complete this problem. Complete this. The last step is minus a square. Ganesh, if you have any doubt, you please send your doubts. Okay. Are you clear? So therefore, my answer is, so therefore I am getting the answer 1 minus x square d square by dx square minus x into dy by dx minus a square y is equal to 0. See that your answer is also given, that is 1 minus x square d square by dx minus x into dy by dx minus a square y. Take this problem. Yeah, our miscellaneous problems all are over. It will be very neat, Nagarjuna. If you are writing your answer in a box, it will be very neat. Okay, so they never give separate marks for that. But if you are not writing properly, they may be reduce some marks. That is important. If y is equal to e power x sin x, then prove that. Then prove that d square y by dx square minus 2y dy by dx plus 2y equal to 0. Prove this. Take UV formula. Take UV formula, product rule. Differentiate this. Find dy by dx. Find d square by dx and apply in the left hand side. Check that are you getting 0 or not. Verify that. What is the answer? What is dy by dx? What is dy by dx? What you are getting dy by dx? Apply UV formula. Your e power x differentiation is e power x only into sin x. And keep e power x. My e power x differentiation is, sorry, cos sin x differentiation is cos x. Are you okay? Again differentiate d square y by dx square. Apply again UV formula. E power x definition, e power x sin x is as it is. Okay. and this is e power x, sin x differentiation is cos x, plus here apply UV formula, e power x differentiation is e power x cos x plus e power x, my cos x differentiation is minus sin x. Okay. So therefore, what is that? This and this get cancelled. E power sin x minus e power x sin x cancelled. Therefore, this is 2 e power x cos x. This is my d square y by dx square. Okay. Now come to that the LHS. What is my LHS? This LHS means d square y by dx square minus 2 into dy by dx plus 2y. You substitute everything. Look at that. You know y, that is given. You know dy by dx. Okay, this is your dy by dx, multiply by minus 2. And you know d square y by dx, right? That is 2x, 2 e power x into cos x. Substitute everything, you will get the answer is 0. Are you okay? Yeah, very good, Ashok. You please try, everyone. Try to complete the problem. Are you getting 0 or not? Yeah, very good, Nagarjuna. Are you okay? Are you clear? Right. So today also I will send some homework problems. You please try and upload properly. If you are not uploading your homework problems properly by day-to-day basis, someone is sending someday, someone is not sending someday, and Friday and Monday, I think the option not available. For those 2 days, they may be give option today. Okay, you can upload it. Okay, so please see the Learnative portal, and Friday and Saturday homework problem will be available today onwards for few days. Okay, you please upload your homework problems, Friday homework problems, Monday homework problems also. Those days you are not uploaded, you please upload it. Okay, so uploading homework problem, it is very important. If not, you never get your internal marks. Be serious. Okay. Thank you all, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ganesh. Thank you. Bye. Thank you all.